pardon my casual appearance, but I'm here before you today to discuss the definition of a democracy. When, in my opinion, the definition of a democracy is you have one individual, one vote per individual, and that's the end of it. You don't have representatives who represent a given group of people or population of people, and they vote on their behalf. No, you have one individual, one vote. When our forefathers wrote the Constitution, they wrote in the need to have a congressman or representative. Pardon me, that's just something in the air here. They wrote in the need to have a congressman or representative because in the 18th century we didn't have a relatively expedient means of disseminating information. Everything, when it went from point A to point B, had to be done via horse buggy or horseback. So if anything was to be done at the Capitol, it'd just never be done, at least not in that kind of a society with those kinds of constraints. Okay, so what do? We create the congressman because there was a need for it, and that way we could have legislation that's passed in a timely manner on given subjects without having to worry about having to get someone's opinion back who lives way out in rural America. Fast forward to today, we have the internet highway, and that allows us to disseminate information immediately. Now, if our forefathers had access to such a tool, they never would have thought of a need to create the congressman or representative. They would have thought, gee, look at this. We can debate our subjects and put it on this wonderful tool known as the internet, and flash it out to people, and they could argue it with us. They could read it with us, on a real-time basis, and we could have their opinions back as if they were standing in our presence. So, gosh, no need for a representative. Here we have, a tool that allows us to debate any kind of issue globally as though we are conducting the debate locally. How fantastic is that? Well, that's what we have presently today. That's what we have at our access. We have an internet that gives us that kind of immediate dissemination of information. So, with this kind of tool at our disposal, why do we have a continued need for the representative or congressperson? We don't. So if you want to have a true democracy, you need to get rid of the congressperson. And guess what else you get if you eliminate that individual? You get rid of the lobbyist, that special interest individual or group that does nothing but lobby for the very, very, very smallest segment of the population known as the wealthiest, or corporate America. So you eliminate the middleman, the congressperson, you eliminate the lobbyist, and suddenly your needs are being heard because we're back to one individual, one vote. So there it is in a nutshell, folks. We live in a time where we can afford to have what our founding fathers really wanted in a democracy. One individual, one vote. Not special interests going out there influencing representatives, i.e. congressmen or congresspersons, who are basically representing the very, very smallest portion of the population. We don't have that. Look where it's got us today. Okay, everyone knows you don't have to be a rocket scientist to walk out and look anywhere in today's society and know, gosh, things are really, really, really screwed up. How did it ever get this way? I'll tell you how it got this way. It's because we have special interests that want it this way. Why do we have special interests? Because our current system is set up to allow the existence of special interest. Well, You're still going to have corruption in government, but if you want to eliminate a vast portion of it, just apply this one simple thing. A true democracy, eliminate the congressperson, one person, one vote, no more lobbyist or special interest, back to an actual democracy. Exactly what our forefathers wanted. There you go. You heard it from me, John Siri. I live in Gig Harbor, Washington. If you got an issue with that, you can always respond to this video, and please give me your opinion on the subject. That's the whole the whole gist of having a voice. Is my voice might not be as well received as I would like it to be, but that's okay. That's what that's part of the democratic process is having an opinion, and that opinion being debated. So go ahead, and if you want to debate this issue, please feel free to do so. But until then, just think about what I'm saying. Think about what a true democracy is, and think about how a democracy can be perverted by having special interest involved, or having Congress individuals, or an individual that represents a large party. So just think about that. All right, that's what we have today, and we don't need that today. We can kind of revert back to having what our forefathers truly intended a democracy to be, and that's a one individual, one vote process. So you heard it from me. It's 2015. Let's see here. What's today's date? Today's 5/23/2015. Thanks a lot. It's great chatting. Bye-bye.